Welcome to the Surrey Experience.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Surrey Experience, episode 48. I hope you guys are all enjoying this beautiful summer day. Finally, the skies are starting to clear up a bit. Those wildfires, man, they really fucked shit up the last few weeks out here. It felt like it was October or something. Like, I was about to break out the bottle rockets and the Mighty Mites. I think there was something like 600 wildfires in BC, some crazy number like that. I know they had to bring in a bunch of like firefighters from out of province just to kind of like keep it under control. I read somewhere that a lot of those fires were caused by humans, like from cigarette butts and campfires and shit like that. But it's finally starting to clear up a bit now, thank God. So we get to enjoy like the last few weeks of the summer. Like we went camping last weekend and the weather was nice enough and everything, but it was like all gray skies, no stars, like the air was fucking polluted. It was fucked, but it was still a blast though, man. People thought we were bullshitting when we told them it was our first time camping. They're like, "You've never been camping before? How is that even possible?" It's like, because we're brown. We don't camp. We go to hotel rooms and get shit-faced. That's what we do. It was fucking awesome though, man. Naturally, we were the only brown guys there. And yeah, we left our mark on that campground. Those people will never, ever look at brown guys the same after that. I can guarantee you that much. Like the first night we got to camping, right? We got there and everyone loved us. We were pouring people drinks. We were like feeding them goat meat and shit, right? They were loving us. Dude, by the time Saturday morning rolled around, those white people were so dookie. I don't think they really understood the animals that they were dealing with. I always thought those like white camper dudes were like crazy partiers for some reason, right? Like Giver by the River, Hang 10, all that bullshit. Dude, by like 5 a.m, those guys were in tears. We fucking destroyed that place. We were like cranking Sidhu Mooseyala at like 6 a.m. We did maximum julus out there. By like 7 a.m, those Hang 10 Giver by the River dudes realized that there's levels to this partying shit. It was fucking hilarious, man. Friday night was all love. It was like kumbaya, right? We are all one. Saturday night, those people didn't even acknowledge us as like human beings. They gave us like the silent treatment, man. They would like speed walk past our little campground. We like set our people back like 50 years in one weekend. But it was good times though. Some of those fucking guys were assholes though, man. They kept calling us glampers, which stands for like glamorous campers. Because we had an RV with like a shower and beds and like proper toilets. They were like mad at us for being hygienic, you know? This one dude in particular was such a little obnoxious little prick, right? He was all like, "You guys understand you're not actually camping, right? You're glamping." It's like, dude, go brush your fucking teeth, man. It was fucking sick though, man. I can't wait to go again next year. We're going to have to find a new spot to camp though, because I don't think we're welcome back to the one we went to. But yeah, if you haven't gone camping, I highly recommend it, man. I was going to try to like Instagram story it, but there was no reception out there. That was another cool thing about camping where we went. It was 2 days of no reception, no data, no anxiety. It was great. I didn't even like look at my phone the entire weekend. You just feel alive out there, man. Like, listen, I think the caste system is total horseshit, right? Like all that judge shit. But I swear to God, when we were out in the woods, I felt like I was tapping into my like inner farmer, you know? Like I was enjoying it more than I should have. I felt like I was seeing life through like my grandfather's eyes a bit. And not just because I was shit-faced. Like the farmer in me, like in my DNA was coming out, man. It felt good. Because even though according to the caste system, I'm technically a farmer, I haven't farmed shit in my life, man. Not once. Not a cherry, not a blueberry, nothing. And everyone I know are like technically farmers too, but they don't know dick about farming neither. Actually, we do have one guy in our crew who's not a farmer, right? According to the caste system, he's a tailor. Guy couldn't sew his elbow from his ass. Best is whenever he tries to talk shit, right? It's like, shut up, you fucking tailor. Completely like neutralizes his entire point. It's so fucking ridiculous that the caste system's still a thing, though, in like 2018. You know what it is, man? It's the fucking music that's keeping it alive. Because every goddamn song, the dude's always talking about how he's a farmer and how that makes him like an alpha male for some reason, you know? I swear to God, these fucking Punjabi singers use farmer in their music like rappers use the N-word. And I'm guilty. I bump those songs too, man. I put my hand in the air when the farmer part comes on, you know? That's one of the reasons I want to go back to India. I just want to like harvest a few tomatoes so the next time one of those songs come on, I don't feel like such a fucking hypocrite, you know? I guess I could just do that here. They have farms in Surrey, right? But I feel like you'd get more street cred if you farmed some shit in India compared to like farming it in Surrey. I don't know, man. It just seems like such a dumb system. Like, whatever job you do, that's your caste. Like, who the fuck came up with that? What happens if you change careers, you know? Are you, like, now part of the new caste? Could you be a part of two castes? How many castes are there? I know there's Rajputs. I know that one. There's Brahmins is another one. Not sure what they mean, but maybe I should look this shit up before I offend someone. People get really fucking sensitive over this caste shit, even though it has, like, zero relevance in 2018. Is there like a whatdoesyourcastesystemmean.com or something? Okay, let me see. Punjabi caste system. Alright, speakingtree.com. This looks credible. Alright, major Sikh castes and subcastes. Some prominent castes among Sikhs are Arora, Khatri, Jat, Saini, Kambo, Maitan, Chimba. That's the Taylor one. I knew that one. I didn't know it was spelled with a CH though. Okay. Moyal, Chumar, Churas. Holy shit, I didn't realize that there was that many fucking castes. Each caste has its own sphere of influence and specialization. The order of castes given below should not be mistaken for a hierarchy as they have been randomly mentioned one before the other. See, I told you, people get really butthurt over this caste shit. Like, it's like a fucking sports team or something. Alright, commercial castes. Aurora, Khatri, and Bhatia Sikhs. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing any of this shit properly, by the way. In the cities, Khatri and Aurora dominate the sphere of business activities. Khatri and Auroras are essentially identical castes and are primarily a caste of traders, shopkeepers, and accountants. All of the Sikh gurus were born in Khatri caste. Holy shit, I didn't know that. Guru Nanak's father, Mata Kalu, was also a shopkeeper, and he tried his best to make his son follow his caste profession of shopkeeping. But Guru Nanak rejected his tutoring and became a man of spirit. Holy shit, it goes that far back, eh? That's fucked. Bhatiyas. What are Bhatiyas? Another minor Sikh commercial caste is that of Bhatiyas. Bhatiyas claim origin from Bhatia Rajputs, who had taken to shopkeeping. Alright, dude, where's the part about farmers? Okay, here it is. Zaminder and agricultural castes. Okay. The following Sikh castes are essentially agriculture and land-owning castes. Jat, Kambo, Maitan, and Saini. In the estimation of British, only these Sikh castes were temporarily and physically suited for active military service and warfare. The glorious Sikh regiment, the most decorated regiment of the Indian Army, consisted of these castes primarily, although Labanas and Kalals were also sometimes recruited. Out of these, Jats were the largest in number, which is only reflected their numerical majority in Sikh society. In addition, Mazbi Sikhs were also recruited in good numbers, but were generally denied roles in cavalry because of caste discrimination practiced and promoted by the British. Goddamn Englandies. Always fucking shit up. Alright, Jat Sikhs are now very well educated and have taken up various professions besides agriculture, which is still their signature trade. Jat Sikhs are also known for their lively spirit and easygoing nature. This feels like I'm fucking reading like a horoscope or something. Many theories are attributed to the origin of Jats, but the most common view is that they are probably one of the late immigrants to the subcontinent who gradually integrated into the lower echelons of Hindu society. Their large numbers ensure that they are now in control of the politics of Punjab and most Sikh institutions. They are found all over Punjab and a majority population in almost every district. As noted before, Jats numerically the most significant Sikh caste. About 66% of all Sikhs belong to this caste. Holy shit, dude. 66%? You know what that means. Those farmers sure did a lot of fucking. If you ever hear a farmer's bed a rockin', don't come a knockin'. Because those goddamn farmers, they can't keep it in their pants, I'll tell you. Not only do they grow the best spinach in all the land, their sex drives are like through the roof. It's so fucked up. Why would you say that? Sorry. Okay, what else is there? Brahmin Sikhs. Brahmin, the highest caste among Hindus, does not have the same rank in Punjab, especially among Sikhs in rural areas. Most of them are ordinary farmers and generally not as prosperous as Jats, Maitans, and Sainis. They also used to work as cooks in villages when they did not have sufficient land for plouging? Plouging? I don't know what that word means. Among the Dalit caste groups, prominent ones are Chamars and Churas. Both communities are called Mazhabi Sikhs. The word Chamar is derived from Charamakar or leather tanner. They used to be expert shoemakers. Yeah, I don't know, man. None of this shit makes any fucking sense. The fact that the caste system is still a thing, it's fucking retarded, man. At least it's dying out, though, right? Like, by the time, like, the next generation is having kids, all this caste system bullshit will be like a distant memory. We gotta stop putting it in music, though, man. That's the problem. That's the only thing, like, keeping it alive. I mean, it sounds cool and all, but it just doesn't make any sense, you know? There's a lot of amazing things about being brown, but there's a lot of stupid ass rituals that we still carry on to this day, like this caste system bullshit. Like, this is how fucked up it is to be brown, alright? Not only is it frowned upon to marry someone that's of a different race, it's even frowned upon to marry someone who's like great-great-grandfather worked in a different industry than your great-great-grandfather. I mean, how fucking stupid is that? That's like racism at a whole nother level. Like, even like the KKK, like, at least like, you know, they love all white people. Like, if a KKK guy's daughter married a white guy from Australia, at least they'd be like cool with that, you know? Could you imagine trying to explain this to like a normal functioning person? Like, hey man, how come you're not dating Sonia no more? Oh dude, because her grandfather worked in a different industry than my grandfather, alright? It was like 100 years ago, but they were tailors and we were farmers, so it just didn't work out. But shit happens. What are you going to do? If her grandfather had just traded in his sewing machine for a tractor, I mean, she could have been the one. Like, how fucking dumb is that? There's people out there who didn't get married to each other for that reason. Like, dude, that's got to be some of the stupidest shit of all time. Maybe there's more to it than that. What the fuck do I know? But it seems like they always do that in our culture, you know? They always try to make you pick a side. Like, what fucking caste are you? Or like, remember the moderate and fundamentalist shit? When you go to the temple, it's like, do you want to sit on the ground and eat? Or do you want to eat on a table? It's like, dude, I want to go home and order a pizza. That's what I want to fucking do. And not a vegetarian pizza either. Like, half meat lovers and half triple pepperoni. I don't know, man. Listen, I'm sure there's someone out there more qualified than me, you know, that can speak on the caste system, but just looking at it from an objective point of view, it just seems like it was used to divide and like control people, you know, and keep people at odds with one another. Maybe I'm wrong. What the fuck do I know? But all I do know is those goddamn farmers, they can't keep it in their pants. That's so fucked up. But yeah, I don't know. I say fuck the caste system. All right. Anybody with me? Anybody? All right, well, if you do agree or disagree with me, or if there's someone out there that can enlighten us a little bit more on it, you can reach me at thesurreyexperience@gmail.com and tell me how big of a moron I am, all right? And with that, we're going to segue into the question and answer portion of the show. If you're a new listener, you can Email me at thesurreyexperience@gmail.com if you want to send a question to the podcast. I'll read it on air, but I never mention names or anything like that. All right. It's totally anonymous. This podcast is totally underground. And yeah. Did I give the email? thesurreyexperience@gmail.com? Okay. You can DM me a question too. Some people do that as well. That totally works. And I should have done this at the beginning of the show, but I'm a fucking idiot. You can find the Surrey Experience podcast on all platforms like SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher. There's Google Play, YouTube, iHeartRadio, bunch of shit. I'm sure I'm missing one or two. Okay, with that, let's get to the questions for the week. All right, let's see. Okay, first question, student visas. Hey man, question for the podcast. What's your opinion on all these new student visa fobs invading Surrey? We rented out our basement to 3 of them, and now there's like 8 of them living in our 1-bedroom basement. They make a lot of noise, and they fucked up our basement. One of them even hit on my younger sister. She's only 15. Jesus Christ. I want to beat the shit out of him, but my dad told me not to. We finally kicked him out of the basement, and they'll be gone by the 1st of next month, but I'm still not satisfied. I want to get back at that one guy who's been creeping on my little sister. Can you help me with some ideas to get back at him? Also, what are your thoughts on all the new immigrants moving here? Please share your experiences, if you have any, with these student visa fobs. I haven't really had any bad experiences with any of these student visas, as you call them. There's this one dude who works at Mucho Burrito and he makes a killer quesadilla. I'm pretty sure he's a student visa. And there was this one chick who was my waitress at a restaurant and she got me a Canadian instead of a Budweiser. But I don't know. Other than that, I always hear people complaining about them. But yeah, it's got to be a bit of a culture shock though for them, you know? Like moving from India to Canada. As far as the one perv that hit on your 15-year-old sister, I mean, I can't really tell you how to get back at him on the air, but if he has his own car, I would probably write down his license plate number, you know? Something, just so you don't lose touch with the guy. But yeah, it's got to be a culture shock, man. And a lot of them they don't know, like, the fucking norms and the guidelines that live in here. I feel like I should do, like, a public service announcement for all the student visas that are coming down here. All right, so listen, if you're new to Canada by way of India, there's some ground rules you have to follow, all right? If you're going to hit on a female, you got to make sure she's at least 18 years of age, okay? I don't know how you guys do it out there, but 18 is the magic number. Anything younger than that is morally wrong and unacceptable, all right? And as far as the women that are over 18, listen, dude, I know they're attractive, okay? They're really easy on the eyes. But if you see an attractive woman walk by, don't stare at her ass, okay? And I get it. We're men. Sometimes they catch your attention, you know. It happens, but just don't gawk at them. They probably don't know what gawk means. Only look for 1 or 2 seconds, okay? Excant. That's it. Oh, and whatever you fucking do not sing in public. There's nothing creepier than a fucking student visa singing Punjabi songs and like a fucking Save on Foods or something. If you want to be a singer, more power to you. But do it in the studio or do it in the shower, all right? Don't sing Punjabi songs in public. What about the female student visas? I haven't heard too many complaints about them. Just like the odd, they don't shave their mustaches, which I totally get. I fucking hate shaving, man. Sometimes I get lazy and I just let the shit grow out too, so that's not a biggie. And plus, it's all farmers down here, so they won't have any trouble finding someone to mate with, you know? So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but I'm going to move on to the next one. All right, girlfriend problems. Hey bro, love your podcast. You're a real one. I need some relationship advice from you. I always hear you talk about social media, and I'm much like you. I like to stay away from it. But my girlfriend, who I've been dating for 6 months now, just recently started posting a lot of pictures on Instagram. She never used to, but now out of nowhere, she's always uploading pictures. When I asked her about this, she told me she wants to be a model. Yeah, dude, every chick on Instagram's a model now, right? Like they're either a model or an actress or like a beauty pageant contestant, something. I was cool with all of it until she posted a picture of her in a bikini. I'm completely real with you. Oh, sorry. If I'm being completely real with you, it makes me feel insecure and I'm starting to doubt her intentions. Does she really want to be a model or is she just looking for attention? Besides posting pictures online, she hasn't done anything to pursue a career in modeling. She hasn't gotten headshots or anything. Do you think I'm overreacting? I just don't want people to see my girl in a bikini. Is that too much to ask for? Would love to get your take. All right, listen, dude. It takes a really big man to admit that they're insecure. It takes a real one, I should say. But yeah, you need to give me more details, man. Like, I don't know enough about this situation. Like, how old is she? What's she like? Has she ever done anything shady in the past? It's hard for me to answer that question because I don't really know the full, like, scope of the situation. Honestly, this isn't something you should break up with someone over, but if I was you, I wouldn't get too attached either. You've only been with her like 6 months and you seem really suspicious of her for some reason, so I don't know. Just don't get too attached and let it play out. If she's really pursuing a modeling career, then great. But if she's really just some like attention-seeking chick, then it won't hurt too much when you can her. All right. So, and that's because you never got too attached. So only time will tell. But yeah, it's hard for me to give you advice there because the question was kind of vague. But I hope it all works out for you. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do one more here. Fuck university. Okay. Hey, Surrey, I'm currently in university and surprisingly not doing nursing. I hate school, but I know I can make good money with my major. I'm not good at anything out of school and I hate university, so it's hard to put any effort into it. I go to KPU, live with my parents, and don't party often, so I don't care about any of that stuff. I just hate school, but I know I'll put real effort into my career because who doesn't like money? How do I force myself to do this for the next couple of years? Love what you're doing. Keep it up. Well, thanks. That's very nice of you to say. Yeah, dude, I get it. I hated school too, man. But it's good to have something to fall back on, you know? How do you force yourself to do this for the next couple of years? Listen, majority of people have to do shit they don't like, all right? Pretty much everyone hates their job, right? Like 75% of people fucking hate their day job. But you got to pay the bills one way or the other. You got to do what you got to do. But the trick is you got to balance it out. Like once all your school shit's done for the week, how are you going to enjoy your downtime? You know, like after a long week, I usually get shit-faced or like I smoke a shit ton of weed, but to each their own. You got to find that thing that balances out for you or you'll drive yourself crazy. So I would stay the course, keep going to school for the next couple years, finish off whatever you're doing, but you got to balance it out. So there's got to be like a light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm not saying you should get shit-faced or smoke weed, by the way. You got to find your thing. Whatever that is. Maybe it's traveling. Maybe it's going to the gym, painting. I don't know what normal people do in their downtime, but you got to balance it out. All right. And before you know it, the 2 years will be up and it'll all be over with. Okay. I think I got to wrap it up here. It's going to be a long day. I got a bunch of shit I got to get done. But before I go, I just want to wish all my beautiful brown sisters out there a happy Rakri. I went this entire episode without trashing you guys. And you didn't even tie a shitty bracelet on me. So that's like pure unconditional love right there, right? So that's all, folks. This is a Surrey experience. That was episode 48. And I shall talk to you guys real soon. Good night and God bless.